So when children are counting, it's really important that we try to lead them away from counting individually, like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and so on, into using repeated addition or counting in twos. So we start off with grouping. So for example, with this question, you might say to your learner, okay, how many rabbits do we have? And of course, children will start counting if they're at the entry level of maths, or they might be just used to doing this one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. But we can introduce them to a more efficient way. And depending on how good they are at grouping and what times tables they understand, they can count in many different ways. So I would start off here with grouping in twos and getting them to draw their groups. And even if there's an odd number, it's okay. But here there is an even number. And then we can count in twos. And sometimes children get as far as 10 and then they're not quite sure what comes after that. So we can reinforce by just noting those numbers down until it becomes embedded, which we can do with other activities. So we can have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then we would say what comes after. And if they're not sure, we say put 10 in our head, count on 2 more. We have 12, then we have 14. So now they know there's 14 there. Now we can then ask some children who are further along that grouping journey with their tables, is there a better way that we can group them in a quicker? And we will also introduce alternative language. So we'll use quicker alongside efficient. And some children might ask you what efficient is, and other children might assume that they should know what efficient is and won't ask. So we'll explain that. And remember, for children who are gifted, it might take 1 or 2 times, but for children who need lots of reinforcement, it can take up to 30, 40 times with different types of grouping activity. And remember, there's so many different areas of maths. Some children are stronger in others, depending on their experience and their interest. So let's have a look at another way. We could suggest grouping in fives, because five's a nice friendly number. So we could say, right, let's group 5 rabbits here, 3 and a 2. And then we'll look at another one, a 3 and a 2. Sometimes if the picture's quite busy, you might find here they group in a 4 and just ask them to go back and check. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 4 left over. So we could say, let's count 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or they might say 10 and then group in twos for the last. So it all depends. The most important part is the math talk, how they manage to find the total. And then from that point, you can see where to extend them.